Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail reaction. Today we have the Lygus boss theme as requested by Genetic Savior, and a lot of people agreed that I should get to this one, like 150 plus, which is quite a few people. So I suppose that's about all I've got to go on for this one. I'm going to be using the Pom Pom's workstation upload, so I have all of the versions of the song, all of the movements of it, and I guess I have to experience what that's all about. So without further ado, let's go! Okay. Guns blazing right out of the gate for this one. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that was a really cool envelope. Why am I in an Egyptian club? Oh, I thought it was going to kick into something else. Oh, we're still building. Okay. Diddle the keys up there. This is neat. It's got a really ominous sound to it while still sounding like oddly progressive. Like, you can feel there's a stress in there, but it's constantly building that, like, hype energy. I keep raving recently when I have songs like this. I can't help myself. Doing really cringe, like 90s rave dances. Ooh. I wonder if I'll be able to tell when the songs switch or if it'll be like a super smooth transition. Because so far it doesn't feel like it's changed. Oh, this might be the start of that. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that texture underneath it. Just sitting down there underneath everything else. Oh, that's sick. We just entered this, like, underground rave energy. Oh, that's awesome. That's... And now we're back. That was cool to take that break and do that. That must have been the other section then. Like, just that chunk there. Sick. Okay, I loved that, like, mood shift at the end. That was awesome. Okay, now it's time for me to read way too far into this song and probably make connections where there are none, but this song gave me a few hints to the character, as usually these songs do, and it makes me ask a few more questions that I don't know the answers to, but I also wonder if that isn't the point sometimes. So for this character and for the theme that this character is represented by, I'm intrigued by two things, namely specifically the genre choice here, but also the blend of things in this song. So to start off, this song borrows a little bit from the Phrygian mode. I think it's the Phrygian mode, at least in music. The scaling is a little bit different than standard, and I think that's Phrygian because it sounds like that Egyptian scale, but I don't think that that was entirely the intent or the goal, what they were using. But it is similar because then they shift into a more classical sound not too long after that. So I think they're just kind of borrowing some adjacent musical modes to kind of blend things together. A lot of the time, the Phrygian scale, the Egyptian scale, all of that stuff is used for that like foreign mystical sound. It's not something that's always used for it. It can be used for plenty of other stuff, but it's something that in media is especially used when you have a character that you're not entirely sure of the origin of, or their origin isn't organic in some way, which would make sense given the picture. It looks like a robot, so there's probably some of that. I'm not sure what faction of the world this character would come from, if it has anything to do with Egypt or just in general the Middle East tends to just borrow from that. It would not really be shocking there, but it was the return and use of more European standard musical motifs that made me go, what's going on here? Like, what is the value and the point of this character? I think they're blending those together for a purpose, and I'm not entirely sure what that purpose is, because that is pretty uncommon to like take both of those modes and smash them into the same song. But what it might be signifying is a character that is from somewhere else and trying to get in with a different community, a different culture, and is basically just kind of like a foreign dignitary or somebody who's alien to the area and is trying to make their way into it, probably given that they're a boss in not the most moral ways. But I also love the genre specifically because it's kind of counterculture-y. Rave music has never been something that was super popular or super widespread and wide known for the longest of times. Obviously now the EDM scene is a lot stronger than it was back then, but there were definitely underground happenings and raves that would happen all over the place, and this genre, this like techno trance dance, I don't know if I would necessarily call this hard dance, but is pretty close to that in a lot of ways. Just bounce in general, just basically every EDM genre you could think of, this kind of fits within that window. And then when it shifts to that like sub-bassy acid trance house, that's like, ooh, that's different, and that is a very underground sound. Even today, it's not really that wide known. It was a very underground thing back in the day, and that's what's making me feel like, okay, so this character shifts from being a little bit more present to trying to hide something at the end, or it's the fact that the song itself has progressed to the point where they are losing, and therefore they're trying to like retain something there. They're trying to restrict some of that, so it gives you that underground feeling. It's something that's just in general signifying restrictiveness or retention of knowledge, information. That underground sound, that approach is very interesting to me for that reason, because I'm like, what's going on? What is the value specifically of that? And I don't entirely know, but also I can't really trust this guy's face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw the picture, I don't like it. I immediately have this like, you're not somebody I want to deal with. Trust, there's something off about you. So having that underground sound reflect that could be the case as well. It might be surface level like that. Like I said, I'm probably reading too far into the whole point of this song and why it sounds like this. The choice of genre is probably just because it's a robot, and that's the easiest line possible to draw for a musician. It's like, oh, the character design's a robot, EDM, you know, it's the easiest choice, but it's specifically the genres within EDM that's getting me to like raise an eyebrow at this song, because those are very underground genres. They're very withholding. It's from a culture that wasn't widespread. So there's definitely something in this song that's telling me that this character is probably one of those types that like came from somewhere else, is trying to weasel their way into the general populace, or probably the government most likely, and is hiding that information. And then when you start to get too close to those answers, it tries to retreat into itself even further, and therefore that's how you get this song. Something that starts very aggressive because it's trying to take you out, but also it's kind of a vibe, you know, like the song is really good. You could throw this into a mix and nobody would even notice at like any modern rave, any modern club. This would just fit, because there's nothing really signifying that this is coming from a game. It's just there. There's no hints to it anywhere, so you could easily toss this in. But that's beside the point. The whole general thought here for the character is exactly that. Somebody from somewhere else who came in, probably doesn't need to be there or shouldn't be there, and is trying to get something out of that relationship, and you have to stop them. That's my best guess for this character. Otherwise, the mixing, expected to be good. It has never been bad, especially from a studio this size and a game that's this high of quality. You don't expect it to be low quality music. When they get somebody good, they get somebody good. There's been some mid music, but this one's pretty sick. I would just throw this on a casual playlist, honestly. It just fits anywhere, and especially that one change at the end. It's just like, ooh, shit. It really hits you. It's just, But I also think I've yapped about this song enough, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you have something else from Honkai Star Rail or any other game within that franchise, you can definitely leave in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you just enjoyed this video and you want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!